bag coming. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. You know what's up. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. Yeah, you come up. Yeah.
We are rolling. You know what it is, man. DJ Thoro. You're watching ThisIs50.com. How's in the streets? Got a special guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
My name is Lazarus, aka Dr. Khan.
Dr. Khan. Now, before I go any further, man, you look like True Life, man.
Nah.
Are you related to True Life?
I might be.
You might be.
I might be.
I mean, maybe it's the
I
beard.
still got to do my DNA testing and stuff and all that stuff. I don't know, man. I'm probably related to
You're not
a
from
lot
the
of
Lower
people.
East Side, are you?
Nah, man. I'm from Detroit.
You're from Detroit.
I'm from Detroit.
All right,
man.
you're from Detroit because you
Yep.
in some kind of way.
Something, man.
Right,
Sometimes,
right.
you never know.
All right. I got you. So from Detroit. Now listen,
Yeah.
Detroit, man, that's the home of the spitters, man.
That's the home of the
Royce
spitters.
the 5'9".
Yeah.
I don't even want to say this name, but Eminem, obviously. There's another cat from Detroit. You should know his guy, Elzai.
Of course, man. That's my joint.
Black Milk.
Slum Village
Yeah,
is that
Slum
crew,
Village.
man. Yeah, and Black Milk is my guy.
Yeah, those guys. Those guys
Spitters,
are
man.
those guys
It's
are spitters.
Detroit is just so much. The MCing is just is a part of the Detroit
Right.
culture, man, and that's what I came up in.
Right.
And it's just like you'll see everyone out there, man. They come out, they lyricists out there with it. It's
Definitely.
on some lyrical
Right.
hip hop MC and stuff.
Right. Now,
Yep.
me and you run in the same circles, like, because I DJ for Raekwon,
Okay.
and I see you were on a tour with the whole Wu-Tang.
Right.
What's that about? Talk about that. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah, man. So we just came back from Australia and New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
I was the main opening act for all these shows.
Okay.
So we had like 8,000 to 10,000 people in the crowds and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. I did DC with them. We did Boston. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like being on tour with the Wu-Tang. That's my idols.
Right.
You know, so like I came up as a rapper listening to Wu-Tang. When I
Right.
listened to Triumph and when I listened to Enter the 36 Chambers, like that's the music that made me want to be a rapper in the first place.
Right. Now, you're from Michigan, Detroit.
Right.
How did you link up to be going on tour with Wu-Tang? You're
I mean, it's
you're
like
there, they're here. How does that work?
so it's like you started from point A, you talking about point here. There's a whole journey,
Right.
You know.
Walk
So
me-
we can get into
Walk
it.
me through a long story short. How did you link up with them?
Well, basically, I hooked up with my man Divine. Divine
That's
7'9".
That's RZA's brother,
No, it's
correct?
Ghostface cousin.
There's another Divine that's RZA's brother, Divine.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Divine, me and him hooked up in Vegas actually, and
Okay.
he had checked out my work. I had done a lot of stuff with All Def Digital.
Okay.
So I was putting out content with Russell Simmons on his channel.
Right.
And so, and then that kind of got across to Ghostface, and Ghostface seen my work. He came out to Vegas to do a show. That's when I introduced myself to Ghost.
Okay.
And then we started putting out ideas about doing a record.
Right.
And so we got that record, Decapitation Chamber.
Right.
And that record came out, and it started doing so good as an audio. We had over 5 million downloads of that record.
Right.
That we ended up, that Ghost, we want to do a video. So
Right.
we got the video, we shot the music video for it. It's kind of violent, but it is what it is.
That's
And
Ghost.
we shot the video, and the video is like got 1.6 million views on it right now.
Well, your lyrical skills got to be impeccable because Wu don't fuck with just anybody. Even if you know how to rap, you got to be a special type of breed mentally.
Right,
Your
right,
pen
right.
got to be sharp.
Very sharp, very sharp.
Got to be sharp. Let me skip to the other side of things. You have the title and your name, Doctor.
That's
now,
correct.
explain to people that you're an official doctor.
Yeah, so I did my undergraduate studies downtown Detroit, Wayne State University. I went to Michigan State University to medical school. I
Congratulations.
graduated.
Congrats.
I did my residency, and then after that was all in Michigan, and then I moved to Las Vegas after that. And right now I'm a practicing hospitalist in Las Vegas.
Right.
So the way I balance my schedule now is like I got 7 days. I usually work 7 to 10 days in a row, and then I'm on tour doing some music related stuff for 7 to 10 days, and I try to balance both. And what I'm trying to show is like you don't have to be an alien to be able to do something like that.
Right.
You could juggle two things, and you could be good at them both.
Right. Now, your patients or your work staff at work, are they supportive of that, or is that a conflict of?
I try to Clark Kent it.
You Clark Kent it. You're a doctor by day, rapper by night.
I try to, and sometimes that's difficult, and I'm not able to, conceal it, but it comes out. It comes out. Be like, I know you Lazarus, right? And I try to have me like, no, I don't, no.
No.
I'm just here to, make sure your lungs and heart are sounding good right now.
Right.
You know, make sure that you don't have no wheezing, no crackles.
Right.
Make sure we're treating your pneumonia with the right antibiotics. That's that zone.
Now, what do you say to people that say you're a doctor, you obviously successful? Why do you want to rap? For what? Like, what's the point?
The thing about hip hop is I've been doing hip hop since way before I, ventured into becoming a doctor. I've been doing hip hop since I was in high school. So hip hop has always been something I've been really, really passionate about. And just coming up, listening to the way that the MCs were putting their words together and the way that, that was creating an impact on the audience.
Right.
Like I'd be listening to, my records and I'm listening to Talib Kweli. It's like, that's like easing my pain. Whenever I'm like going through something, it's like I listen to these records and I'm listening to the Wu-Tang and I'm listening to Tupac, Biggie, Nas, and it's just like, man, like it just brings my spirits up.
Right.
So it just got me, and I love the way that they was putting their rhymes together, the wordplay, the syllables, and how they like, saying so much, intricate things, but they're doing it so beautifully.
Right.
In a poetic way. And that was something that I just loved from the get-go. So when I started penning my own rhymes, it was kind of like, yo, I gotta try this. And it just became like an addiction.
Right. That's dope because like this generation or generationally, this generation now, this is the new generation of babies that were into hip hop. Now they're congressmen, they're lawyers, they're doctors, but they're still into hip hop. You know what I mean? It's not like It's not like before when it was disconnect, like politicians and hip hop didn't mix because it's two different lifestyles.
And that's one thing that I've always been about is the bridging. Now I come from Detroit, so I'm from, but at the same time it's like I do like the way that hip hop is venturing off, and it's not just for one particular genre of people. It's just like you have, people of all races, ethnicities, social backgrounds. And everybody, you ask them, what you listen to? When you're not a lawyer, when you're not an engineer, when you're not doing whatever you're doing, what do you do? Shit, I listen to hip hop.
Right.
So it's like, okay, so it's connecting all these different types of people together.
Do you have hip hop on when your patients come in your office?
That's a whole different story, man. We might have to get into that a little bit.
We have
later
elevator
on.
music on.
Yeah. No, but but the thing is, like, also with me, because of my background, I'm Pakistani. Right. So for me being of South Asian background, coming up, one thing I always notice is there's just nobody that looks like me that's out there.
Besides French Montana in True Life.
Well,
I'll mess with you. I get it. I'll mess with you.
Yeah. Right. No, it's all good. It's all good. I might mess with you back, man.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that because of being able to kind of be an ambassador for, and that's like 1.89 billion people. In South Asia.
Damn, that's a hell of a market.
And all those people out there know of and love hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, I have a lot of.
I didn't look at that. That's dope.
Yeah. So when I go out to Pakistan or India and stuff like that.
Have you been out there yet?
I've been to Pakistan. It's wild, man.
You performed?
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild out there, man.
Okay.
They loving it, man, and they love to see a brown face. Quote unquote, being able to represent for the culture.
They see them.
But all gimmicks aside, my background as a hip hop, as a physician or as a Pakistani, all that stuff doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm trying to represent for the hip hop culture.
Well, listen, that's what I'm about. I'm about representing for hip hop culture, man. That's
it just so happens this is what it is, but whatever I can do to further the culture of hip hop, like I'm here to do that.
It's funny you said that. I'm gonna tell you what you could do. All right, I have this segment on the show, right? It's called On the Spot. So what you could do, you can look into that camera and drop some lyrics, man. We need to hear some bars.
All right, yo.
Now listen, hold on. Ghostface watching, man.
Oh shoot.
All right, man. Divine watching, Raekwon watching, you go out watching.
Yo,
Master Killer watching,
look.
RZA watching. Let's go.
Yo, you sucker punch, a duck a punch, a strutted up a uppercut, thunderous, blunderless, bumbling, bombarding all this bubble gum. You listen to Uzi Vert and I'm stuck on pun. Tony Montana with a bandana and I kill for fun. Crash course of me. Quarterback was packing force, back and forth. Before you rush to me already, tackle for the best. Time for you to say sorry like Macklemore. Whether or not I'm up for a Grammy Award. Slash your sword like just a liquid. Standing tall as a bracket sword. While at clinic getting out more tablets than an Apple store. He a doctor. What the hell he rapping for? Try to hold the weight I lift for 1 second, your back is sore. Shoulders fold up, let go. Held low since the get-go. But while you blow head, I blow your head off with a left blow. Death crow. Last killed your idol with finesse flow. Which in turn turned your groupie ass into a necro. Philiac. Nauseated me like I got celiac. Greedy rats get decapped. Potato cut like potatoes. Red as gushing tomatoes bleeding to your beanie caps. That's what happens when you give Dr. Khan a referral. Now I'm sitting over here on This Is 50 with DJ Thoro.
Woo! Yo, you dope. You dope.
Oh, thanks.
You
man.
dope. You dope. You dope. I need a dictionary to remember some of those
right,
words.
Right. Some of the
some of that stuff. Like, what was that? All right, hold on. Celiac. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Sometimes, and it's like, man, the verbiage is like, man, you reading stuff. Like I'll be reading the textbooks and stuff, and I'm like radiology, what I want to see, endoscopic, retrograde, cholangiopancreatography. I'm like, yo.
Translator.
Before she ends up with the cholecystitis, lead to choledocholithiasis, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff, he just trying to put and sometimes I'll be going to medical lectures and stuff, and I'll be breaking it down lyrically.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should break.
Because they get a kick. It's like, yo, he's teaching us through the rhymes.
Dope.
And I've actually been going to conferences and I teach like that.
You can teach like that. That's
Yeah.
I was about to see. I get it. I could be a doctor now. I get it. Okay, I'm ready. When do I start?
The cause is iodine deficiency, surgery, autoimmunity, possibly genetically, a secondary to damaged pituitary or hypothalamus. When we're prescribing a synthroid, we gotta answer this: AFib or heart disease, and do they have a risk? We need to know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're just going into it like that.
Theses, my Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
I got it.
Word.
So listen, let's talk about your single you have out real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So the single out right now is called Decapitation Chamber.
Is there a video for that?
Yes, there is a video. It's on
YouTube.
YouTube. It's got 1.6 million views on it right now.
That's crazy.
And you know what I'm saying?
And that's featuring
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer.
You know what I'm saying? And Ghostface Killer, man, you know, he definitely gave me a pat on the back with that record, man. And it's just, you know, it's up on his IG page right now.
Right. He doesn't do that for everybody.
Right.
So
And it's an absolute blessing, man, because he's one of my favorite MCs of all time.
Right.
And to be able to have that record, and you know, I'm kind of going after some of the rappers on there, man. But you know, it's just I feel that the current state of hip hop is losing some of the edge that I fell in love with coming up in the '90s. You know, listening to the stuff that I was listening to at the time.
Okay.
But I mean, much love to everybody out there. I'm just saying, it's like there's a certain hip hop that's present, but not present enough right now.
Now I don't know if you want to mix two businesses with two businesses, but you want to let people know where they can find you medical wise. Or, you know, on Instagram, IG, or however?
Well, yeah, so they can find me on Instagram, Twitter, at Laz Detroit, at LAZ Detroit. That's my tag.
Okay.
And then you basically can get all my stuff from there, or you just, you know, Google Lazarus Rapper. You'll find all my videos, clips, everything. I got my official YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff.
Right. Now, are you signed into with the Wu? Are you signed to anyone, or are you strictly independent?
No, I mean, right now I'm partnering with a company called Dream Team Management, and we're doing a lot of stuff. Right now I got a lot of projects coming out, actually, for like the South Asian community. As we was talking about that, there's a producer by the name of Dr. Zeus that I'm working on a record with, and he's worked with Shahrukh Khan, who's like the biggest, he's the most paid actor in Bollywood, and actually in the world. And yeah, in the whole world. So we actually are working on a project with him as well.
Dope.
And you know, he's worked with you know, Jazzy B and Snoop Dogg. Got a record with Snoop. I'm also doing a record that's already recorded for the WWE champion, who's an Indian. His name is Jinder Mahal.
Okay, Jinder Mahal. Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing a song for him, which is already recorded, and we're gonna shoot a video for it out there in India.
Right.
And you know, it's gonna be directed by David Zenny. The song produced by
India's
Manage Music.
lit. I was in Mumbai, India, and with the Delhi. It's lit out there, man. It's dope. So before we get out of here, man, anything else you want to cover?
Yeah, man. I wanna give a shout out to all my people, man, because you know. Right now, I got a lot of stuff coming out, even with my family back. You know, I did a lot of stuff with D12. So, you know, I was featured on the D12 mixtape Devil's Night on a record called Raw As It Gets. And, you know, Swifty, Kaniva, Bizarre, I mean, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a record with Swifty coming out. Eminem's brother, shout out to Nathan Mathers. You know, he's starring in a movie, and we're doing a soundtrack for it. So, me and Swift on the soundtrack. We got a record called It's Coming. That's the name of the record that's coming out. I'm on Bizarre's new album, Rufus, with Hobson.
Okay.
I got a record with Hobson, and Bizarre said M jumping on that record as well.
That'd be crazy.
So that's gonna
have you had any dealings with M?
I mean, it's just been kind of like, you know, it's kind of like watching over everything I'm doing. I mean, I'm in the circle, I'm in the camp, you know, and I've recorded with Royce on multiple occasions.
Royce,
Me and Royce got a record called Underdog. Make sure you check that out, man.
That's on YouTube also, right?
Yeah, that's on YouTube as well. That's on All Def Digital. That's on Russell's channel.
All right.
But you know, it's just such a great thing to be nurtured by elite MCs of that magnitude.
Right.
You know, Royce the 5'9" has been a mentor to me. You know, me and him linked up because we was recording in the same studio. We had the same engineer.
Okay.
So he would always see me, and he actually dubbed me the Bumblebee.
Right.
Because I was in the studio like, yo, just spitting bars left and right. So it was a very unique experience. But right now, and then you know, Wu-Tang show's coming up, 2 in Philly tomorrow, the day after Philly, and then Terminal 5. That's at Franklin Music Hall, and then Terminal 5, New York, back here.
I think there's a book. Yeah. I'll be there. All right. So that's what it is, man. Lazarus, DJ Thoro.
Shout out to my man Teflon. You know what I'm saying? He's the CEO of Dream Team Management. We're taking over, representing for 1.89 billion people all around the world as a voice in hip hop and trying to bridge gaps between all kinds of people. And that's what hip hop is all about to me. And that's how you should see hip hop as well. Shout out to my man Divine79, my partner. We're about to take over the world, baby.
There it is. Lazarus, DJ Thoro. This is 50.com. Like always, when you see us, one knee us. I mean, pay respects. Ain't nothing changed. Yeah.
10 men, 20 men, 30